Steve Davis Show. Special guest today is Gena Goodson, Albuquerque, the magazine.
The magazine.
And associate publisher.
Yes.
I did it. I didn't butcher it.
I know, you
I
did a great job.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
a lot of pressure on me. You put a lot of pressure on me.
I'm so sorry. With the title is, people get that magazine name a little bit wonky sometimes, but it's Albuquerque, the magazine, yeah.
You know, you probably go, Gena, why am I on this show? Because I know you're like, I don't know anything about sports. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm sitting here going, truthfully, you know, I read your magazine, which is unusual for me to read. Okay, but you have sports people in it. You know,
we do.
You had Fred Slow, and you had some people that I know personally.
Yeah.
And then I started looking at it, and I think the chemistry between you and what you're doing and and ProView does, we're more sports deal, but we're still community oriented.
We are, and we're both positive. We're trying to spread the story of positivity in the state and in Albuquerque, and teaching people that it doesn't have to be bad news all of the time.
So give me a reader's digest of how you got to this seat today.
Oh my gosh, thank you for asking. It's been a little bit of a journey, but the magazine started in April of 2004, and my best friend started the magazine and asked me to come on board and kind of help him do that. His name is Laryl Lynch. And when we started, there hadn't been a city publication in Albuquerque in at least 7 years. We wanted to do lifestyle, good stories about the people in Albuquerque and give everyone who lives here a little bit of a self-esteem boost about where we live and what we do. So I started as an advertising executive there in that very first month, and then worked my way into managing the advertising department. I love talking to business owners, and I just got really involved in how many stories there were to tell in Albuquerque. That was 22 years ago, and somewhere around year 15, we really started to develop our business ownership. I became a partner in 2005, but I became a 50% partner in 2015. So.
Well, I tell you, I mean, impressive. I mean, I've been looking at this magazine, you know, because I go, you know, you have them in certain restaurants and everything like that.
We have them all over town, yeah.
And you open them up, and you know we have a common friend with George Lovato. And,
we do.
And this is true. I told you that story. You know, I opened it up, and first page I opened up to was George Lovato. How can I open a magazine that I hadn't looked at, and George Lovato comes up? So.
Well, that's how energy works. It was a good vibration happening for us all to come together like this.
You know, getting back to you and the magazine. What, you know, you had things to overcome. So what did you have to overcome in the beginning?
Man, that first year was really hard. We were out there trying to tell the city of Albuquerque what our mission was, which was really just to increase the self-esteem about the city and make everybody who lives here a lot happier about where they live, to know what's going on in the city in a very positive way. And it was a little bit of a struggle. We also are not a free publication, and we were the first publication to be for sale on newsstands around town with a subscription cost annually. We're still only $19 a year to get this magazine in your mailbox every single month. It's a crazy value.
Where do I sign up?
I know.
I mean, I
that's easy. abqthemag.com.
And my visa's working this week, so
All
you
right.
caught me at the right time.
Nice. Don't worry, I'll track you down if not. But yeah, our first big push was really to just educate the city about who we are, what we're doing. And you know, we started a couple of franchises within that. Like, we do our Top Docs issue every March. That was also a little bit of a push. We ask every doctor in the city to tell us who they would recommend in 38 categories of specialties. That was a little bit of a push. Doctors weren't used to talking about themselves or each other. Then our Best of the City issue is very popular now, but that first couple of years, no one understood really a little bit more about what we were trying to do and how it was going to promote the city. And now we have 315 categories where we list a winner and 4 runner-up top 5 in the December-January issue. So we're out there promoting 1,500 businesses, and it doesn't cost a dime for them. It was very hard for us in the beginning to try to explain to people we're really here for a very good reason, and that we just want to tell the story of the people of Albuquerque, and we want to share all these good stories with each other. and increase like our awareness of how beautiful the place where we live is.
Well, you know, you and I have something really in common. It frustrates me that, you know, or whatever category you look at, New Mexico is the 48th or 50th in the country, and I don't see it that way. I think New Mexico is the greatest place to live, and I wouldn't move anywhere.
Right. I feel the same way. I call myself Albuquerque's #1 fan, and I'm a huge cheerleader for our city and our state. I just finished the Leadership New Mexico program 2 years ago, and I got to tour the state to look at all of the wonderful things that the state has going on as well. And we do rank low and last in many areas, but we also rank high and top in many areas as well. We just aren't doing a very good job of talking about the things we're doing good job at. And that's really just, I think it just takes a little bit more of you and me and those cheerleaders out there to just talk a little bit more about it and share those good stories and be positive.
Well, here's the, you go back to 2004, am I correct?
Yeah, 2004.
My memory's still pretty good.
That's
22 years
don't
ago.
Make me do the others. Yeah, don't make me do math on camera. But 22 years ago, the city was different and the world was a little bit different.
Well, here's the thing where I'm going with this is, you're the #2 magazine in the country.
We're the second largest city lifestyle publication in the country. Only be beaten by Phoenix magazine, and they have a larger page count than us, but they are also bi-monthly. So good job for them. And so if you look at the population of Phoenix and the size difference between Phoenix and Albuquerque, we should be really proud that we have this beautiful piece of information every single month hitting our mailboxes to tell us what we need to know and what we could be doing and what we should be celebrating.
No, I actually, like I said, it intrigued me because I first of all I picked up Dylan. I picked up somebody I knew personally.
Yeah.
Okay, and we both of us are supporting Chasing the Flames and George.
We are. I love that guy.
And he, so I even took it with me. I pulled it with it out of there and took it over, and I said, "Look at this," and I couldn't do it again. I was short. I had to go page by page to find this thing, and I was actually with Marty Seiss, and I go, "Marty, look at this," man, because he knows George too. So it was a great first experience.
I love that.
And I hadn't looked at your magazine probably the first time in probably 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
So. Hey, we're going to go to the Everguard Roofing and top 10 plays of the week and come back and talk more about Albuquerque, the magazine.
All right. Sounds good.
Clock at 3. And look at him, scored free. Takahashi has speed to burn. Nobody's going to chase him. Is there any laundry on laundry day today? No, it's a touchdown.
95-yarder.
For Micah Takahashi.
Far side. Give and go. Here's a run. They cross it into the net, and it is a goal to win the championship.
Back to pass. Looking. Has some time, and he's hit. He has Ramirez. He jukes. He stiff arms. He's in! He's in! 3 missed Rams tackles allows a Dalen Ramirez touchdown.
First and 15, Chavarria flips it out into the right flat. Room, look out. One man to beat. Down the right sideline, could be gone. And no one's going to catch. That's going to be an 80-yard touchdown on the game's second play.
just mitigate disaster.
Little indoor football strategy.
Yes.
I like that. They will go with the directional squib there. It's recovered by the Knights. Caldwell.
39-yard line, but you never know.
Gonzalez, one heave, down the sideline, has a man in the double coverage. Did he catch it? Did he make that play? No signal yet. They're talking it over. Touchdown! Oh my goodness!
On the 17. And Martin back to pass. He's got time. He's going to flip it over the middle. That's a catch. And still on his feet, breaking free and scoring. Touchdown, Albuquerque High.
Martinez with the ball. Martinez kicks it back. Watch out, overpowered. Stolen away. Here comes St. Pius looking for their second. Trying to make the move on the defender. Cuts it in. Oh, Olay fires it. Score! Ethan Wright abuses the defense.
Two running backs in the backfield. Hollis goes in motion. Stitt keeps it himself. Foot race to the goal line. Stitt makes a man miss. On his feet. Touchdown, St. Mike's. Kamal Stitt runs it in from 10 yards.
On this side of the pond, it's 0-0. Fired over. Uh-oh. Bad header into space. Watch out. Hamill. Graves. It squeaks in.
Warren goes quickly up to Byers. Byers catches it! Jack Byers ties the game! Kick is up, and the Bulldogs go ahead with 24 seconds to go.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Goodson here, Albuquerque, the magazine associate publisher.
That's correct.
And owner. I mean, we might as well throw the owner part in there too.
Yeah, partner. I love that as part of my title. I get a chance to make decisions every day that affect where we go with our company. I love it.
You know, give me a typical week, because I'm intrigued. I mean, if you're doing a magazine, every month, twice a month, or twice a month, right?
No, every month we have 11 issues a year.
11.
So yeah, I have a deadline, 11 deadlines a year. It's
so kind of give me a and how your ideas, like this year you have a theme, and I'd like you to talk about this month's issue.
Yeah, so any given time, like a week looks like we're either editing the magazine. We just sent our August issue off to print last week, so during edit week.
So you already got August already?
We already got August off to the printer, yeah. We work about 60 days in advance. So that week is a little heavy on the sitting in front of a computer typing, making sure Albuquerque is always spelled right, which is very important. But on any given day, I'm out and about meeting with business owners. I still kind of oversee a lot of sales, our advertising and our sponsors. So I'm out meeting people, learning about new businesses. I really love this part of my job, but I get a chance to try almost all of the food that we write about in the magazine, and that's always fun. Like, having breakfast at a new breakfast spot.
Yeah,
so
we did that today.
We did that today at Baca Boys, and I just had the hottest coffee I've had in 5 years in the entire city of Albuquerque. So I love it. I just put together a Facebook post on it. But I'm out doing that. Like last night, we hosted a wine not happy hour for our clients and friends at one of our newest advertiser locations. So socializing, going out to events. There might be a gala this weekend. This weekend, I'm helping my friends host a singles party at Vernon Speakeasy. I do a lot of social events, but I also do everything that I can to just promote the small businesses in and around town. So.
No, it's amazing, but let's talk a little bit about this month's article.
Okay, the Bigfoot issue is phenomenally
it's killing it, right?
fun. It's killing it.
Yeah.
People want to talk about it. The number one question out there is, why? Why would we talk about it? Why not is a better question. It's so much fun to talk about Bigfoot that you're either a believer or a skeptic, or maybe you're a non-believer. But we talked to 20 very wonderful experts in the field of cryptids, and do they exist, and do they exist near Albuquerque, and how do we know that?
So what was the answer? What was your answer to the people that are believers?
Well, the believers are definitely believers, and we did not take this lighthearted in any way. We wrote the story.
No, because I'm a Bigfoot guy. Okay?
Oh, you are a Bigfoot guy. I love that.
Okay, no, because I followed it and.
Have you ever had a Bigfoot experience?
No, I haven't. I just, it's strange that you bring it up when you saw the Bigfoot. I mean, I've been following Bigfoot, and I all the way back to the 1900s when people were saying that when they first came out, and I want to say Arkansas or something like that there was a sighting in Arkansas, and there was one up in Seattle, and
we talked a little bit about that in the story as well, and it was a fun issue to put together. It really does good things for the city just to talk about things and storylines like this that aren't so serious. But for our staff, we had a blast doing this. I don't know if we could write about this exact story again, but we learned a lot about just getting out and talking to people who might have a different belief system, and then putting it together in a very comprehensive way to make everyone question what they might believe is true. The story has a little touch base on La Llorona, and I know you went to elementary school here in New Mexico.
Yes, Clovis, New Mexico. So
was La Llorona part of your folklore?
No, you're stumping me.
All right. Well, I grew up just.
I'm on the east side of the state, so you got
Well, I
might be more Texan than I am New Mexico.
Well, you still have the accent.
I do. I'm proud of it too.
I love it. I love it. Don't get rid of that. I actually grew up just south of here in Belen, and ton of ditch banks. Right. I actually grew up with a ditch bank in my backyard. And when I was in elementary school, Mr. Joe Hayes wrote a book about La Llorona, and it was the folklore to scare kids away from spending too much time on the ditch bank and possibly drowning. So I've been scared of ditch banks since 4th grade. We talked a little bit about that. We talked about the chupacabra and all of the different folklore around New Mexico and what people believe, why they believe it, where it really originated, where those stories came from, and then where to go with it in the future.
We talked about chupacabras real quick. Where did it come from?
You have to read the magazine.
Okay, I knew you were going to say that.
I'm not going to give away all the good stuff.
Well, let me start right now.
I know.
I get through break.
But the cool thing is every month, whether it's Top Doctors or our Hot Singles issue, which is also very talked about, it's very popular. Every February, we feature some of the hottest and brightest and most wonderful singles in Albuquerque. We've been doing that since 2005. It's a little fun to do that and lighthearted in a good way too. But we talk about hot singles, we talk about the best of the city and Top Doctors. We have an issue coming out in August about all things pets, and then our September issue is about coffee. There are 53 coffee shops independently owned in Albuquerque now. That's phenomenal for us. We want to highlight it.
No, and they're getting more.
We'll probably have 63.
You're going to be dated by the time.
I'm going to be very caffeinated by the time we're done writing that story. But yeah, it's we just love doing the positive stories, and it's a lot of fun for us because it's a job at one stage. Like, it's still my job. I still have to go to work every day, and it's definitely way more than 40 hours a week, but I enjoy it. It's so much fun for me. It's exactly what I'm meant to be doing.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take another break, and we're
All
going
right.
to come talk more about Albuquerque, the magazine.
All right.
And I'm actually going to start reading.
I brought two just in case we wanted to open one.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Well, Gena, let's talk about what you can get for a magazine for that $19 if you want to be a sponsor.
Hey, first of all, we love our readers, and without our readers, the magazine really wouldn't exist. So you can pick up the magazine at newsstands around town, but you can also subscribe for $19. It comes into your mailbox every single month, and then you can literally stack these up and make some furniture out of it later. I've yet to be able to throw one away, but.
Well, hey, you're speaking to the choir because
all right.
It will be stacked up.
I love it.
Okay, so
I love it.
It might be for years and years.
Good.
So I might have, once I get one in the mail, I might have a stack for.
All right, we're gonna make sure you're getting one in the mail, and I'll send one to the studio as well. But yeah, our editorial content changes a little bit every month. We have the same departments every month. So we're going to do an interview for someone in Albuquerque. We're going to feature a recipe. We feature a nonprofit every single month, and we love hearing ideas. So, side note, all of your ideas or people that might want to be featured in the magazine can send us a letter to editor@abqthemag.com.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask, how do you, where do you find things to write about, and then. You kind of explain that you have themes every month or whatever, and you kind of fit into that whatever month that would be in. Correct?
Yeah, we do have an editorial calendar that we develop with our team once a year, and then we use our editorial calendar as a guideline on what we're going to write about every month, like the coffee issue or the Bigfoot issue. But beyond that, we have departments that reside in the magazine all along from the very day one, which We get out and about in the city. So the more people I meet, the more events I go to, the more cooking shows I get to see taped, the more people I meet, and that's how we figure out. Our entire team is out there in the city, and that's how we figure out who needs to be written about, what's going on, who is someone to know, who is someone I haven't met yet, and how can we tell their story for them.
You know, this doesn't happen without your staff. Speak on your staff, because you're out here, and I look at that magazine. It's professional, man. It's like, wow.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm saying that not because you're on the show, but when I look at this thing, it's nice.
Yes,
so.
I gotta say, I get to go to work every day with my very best friend in the world, Laryl Lynch. He and I are, overseeing the operation of the magazine, but we have the most amazing staff. There are 14 of us right now, and we've never.
What did you start out with?
We started out with 3 in a spare bedroom, and that 3 grew to 5 into a borrowed conference room, and then we moved into our first office here downtown at the Galleria, and then graduated to the office that we're at now in 2007, right above REI. It's a beautiful space. But I do want to talk about my staff because they're absolutely amazing. I think we have maybe the best team we've ever had right now. Absolutely phenomenal. Everyone on the same page, doing good work, loving their job, and wanting to do a good job for everyone in Albuquerque.
Speak on our behalf a little bit. Throw me out some.
We have.
Or do I have to come to your office?
No, you're welcome to come. Please come to the office.
Why aren't they in the magazine? Okay.
Well, actually, we are featuring a little bit more personal information in the next issue because everyone's pet is getting included in the next issue. But we have a new assistant editor, Salima Ishq, and Salima's absolutely wonderful. She's a book writer and a novelist, and she absolutely has this positive gene in her that just cannot be broken, and she's been a wonderful asset to our team. Our very long-term advertising manager, whose name is Philip Kelland, just got promoted to sales director last month, so he's overseeing our advertising department now. He's beautiful, beautiful human being with a good soul, which you need in advertising sales, doing good things for businesses. Our photo director, Don James, has been there just as long as I have, for 22 years. And if your photo's ever been in Albuquerque the magazine, Don probably shot that photo of you. And our publishing director, Lise Watkins, has been with us for, I think, collectively 6 years now. And she's at the helm of how beautiful and perfect the layout of the magazine is. She does a really good job.
No, I'm saying, because I looked at it and I was like, because I haven't really looked at it because George was telling me about
it. I'm happy that you found a reason to look at it.
Well,
yeah.
Hey, can you open that up for us?
Oh, yeah.
And guess who we have on this page?
I know. Also,
it couldn't have been any better because he's in charge of public access and and the whole thing. Couldn't
this
be any
famous
better.
guy right here, our mayor, we did a first ever guest editor in our June issue, which was the Newcomer's Guide to Albuquerque and also stuff Burqueños should know and need to know. So it's just a basic rundown of all cool things Albuquerque. But we had a guest editor for the very first time. And that was kind of fun. He got a chance to be part of the story, and he told us where his favorite things are and little underground knowledge of Albuquerque, which is a little tidbit of fun for readers. If you want to, now this is no longer on newsstands, so you're going to have to.
You have to get a special.
You might have to come to the magazine offices to pick this one up. Yeah.
Throw that out there.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick.
Yes.
Give us your information on your magazine. How to get a hold of you. How things real quick because we're running out of time.
You're sure? I know. We could talk all day. Editorial content. We love ideas. So if you have any ideas for editorial content, send an email to editor@abqthemag.com. If you're interested in promoting your business and you want to talk to us about advertising, marketing, and sponsorships, send an email to advertising@abqthemag.com. We are so happy to hear from the public, and we love to know what's going on in the city. So if there's a promotion or a new nonprofit or just something happening that we might not be aware of, please tell us. We love it.
Well, Gena, thanks for coming on the Steve
Davis
Show.
I am so happy to be here. Thank you.